Am I the only one who sometimes feel like most people have a low self-esteem problem? I genuinely feel that a majority of society has a low self-esteem problem. Yeah, because if that weren't the case, you would see more people being more rebellious. You would see more people believing in themselves instead of letting people set standards for them. You know, man, the fact that there are trends, you know, there's a trend. There are trends that people follow. It shows you that there's a low self-esteem problem. You know, it shows that most people, they just want a place where they can feel they belong to. You know, most people are looking for a place where they can feel like, okay, this is home. Which I get, you know, because we're social beings. So you want a place where you can feel like, okay, this is home. But now the problem starts when you let people give you standards that you should measure up to. That's where the problem begins. If you're not doing this, you're not good enough. You know? If you don't do what we're doing, you're not good enough. If you don't follow what we're doing, you're not good enough. You let society set those kind of standards for you. And you know, you see this in high school, you go to college, you see this in college, you go to corporate, you see this in corporate, you know, or any kind of workplace that you work at where there's a lot of people, you'll always see this. It's like for some reason, you know, we just have that mentality, you know, that we all have to be doing the same thing. You know, I guess it makes people feel comfortable. And to me, it just shows me that society has a low self-esteem problem, because why can't you ever just do your own thing? You know, why can't you just ever rock alone? You know, why can't you ever just do that? You always have to let people set certain kind of standards for you. And I'll tell you, man, I've always been the guy that just went on and did my own thing. You know, I've always been that guy, man. Like, for me, you know, I only listen to other people when I can see that, okay, they're making sense. And it would be a lot smarter if I would do what they're saying. You know, that's the only way I'm going to listen to you, is if you're making sense, you know. I'm stubborn, but rightfully so, you know. That's because I don't want to let people influence me and you thinking that they're giving you the right advice, but they're not. You know, they're fooling you into some stupid shit, man. So you have to ask yourself, man, why are you scared on just doing your own things? You know, what makes you feel like if you're doing your own thing, you know, it feels kind of wrong to you because you don't have people in your ear cheering you along? Yeah, man, you're doing it. You know, you always need validation, you always need guidance, you know. We can't always be the smartest person in the room, but you know, the fact that somebody always wants guidance all the time, it just shows to me that, you know, you don't have enough belief in yourself. You don't have enough trust in yourself that you're capable of doing the right thing for you. It just tells me that. So I genuinely think that society has a low self-esteem problem, man. Because if that weren't the case, the world would be different place. You would see more people questioning things and asking their government, what about this law? I don't quite like it. Man, the sun is making me glow. I keep staring at my cheek. You know, people have to question. You know, people who believe in themselves and they want a certain outcome for their lives, they would be questioning, you know, why this law? Why shouldn't we do this? They would be questioning their government, but they're not. You know, that should only tell you one thing. People are suffering from low self-esteem. I'm telling you, you know, this is why love bombing works on people. You love bomb someone, it usually works because most people, they already didn't validate themselves enough. So if somebody comes along and they love bomb them, you know, give them so many compliments, they start to believe because somebody else is saying it. But it's like, man, if you knew already this love bombing, if you knew already by yourself and you validated yourself enough, this love bombing manipulation tactic wouldn't work on you. Because if somebody approached you and they started love bombing you, you'd already know, nah, you're up to something. You know, so you know, people get manipulated because they don't trust in themselves, man. You know, low self-esteem, it causes a plethora of issues. It really does. You have to always believe and trust in yourself that you're doing the right thing and you're going about things the right way. You know, if you're not sure, then it's okay to seek a little help, seek a little guidance, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. But from the way I see things, most people, they genuinely have a low self-esteem problem, man. But how could they not have, man? How could they not have that, you know? Because I mean, constantly, you know, we see it on social media, we see it everywhere. People are more self-conscious now. People are more self-aware of what's wrong with them, you know, weaknesses that they have. Everybody knows what kind of weakness they have, unless you're dumb. You know, only dumb people don't know their strengths and weaknesses. You know, but I guess maybe that's also a good thing because it kind of just makes you go ahead without overthinking uh, about many things. You know, I guess being dumb also has its own benefits. You know, kind of just makes you go ahead without thinking a lot. You know, you take action without overthinking it. But the bad thing is that if you didn't, you know, think your things through diligently, it ends up backfiring, you know. It ends up backfiring. But yeah, man, you know, as an individual, you have to trust in yourself. I won't lie to you. You have to trust in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to validate yourself enough. Don't let people lie to you, man, and tell you things that you yourself know are not true about yourself. You know, don't let people set standards for you that you don't want to meet, but you're forced to meet because you want to fit in. No. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You know, you thought that bullying would end in high school, but it continues throughout life. There's still so many bullies. Still so many bullies terrorizing people, man. But in a subtle way, in a bit of a subtle way. They don't outright bully you, but but, but you have some people who outright bully you. But yeah, man, just don't be intimidated by people, because people are easily intimidated, man. People just easily fall for things. Why? Because they don't have enough self-esteem. You just don't believe in yourself enough. Don't do that to yourself. Anyway, man, this is DeadMf and I'm signing